So far, 33 Pakistani Shaheed, 62 injured. That's the cost that we have paid. And I'll tell you, I've told you before, each and every drop of blood is in our conscience, in the conscience of these armed forces, the people and the state of Pakistan. You can't get away with it. Thank you.
𝗣𝐸𝐴𝐵 𝗪𝗏 Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Deputy Chief Air Operations. On behalf of the Chief of the Air Staff and the whole Pakistan Air Force, I would like to avail this opportunity to first of all thank Allah, the Almighty, and dedicate this historic face-off to the Pakistani nation for their trust and faith in the armed forces. Very special thanks to the military leadership for their foresight and all-out support by the Chief of the Army Staff, and especially to the Chief of the Air Staff for his guidance, strategic vision, and the direction that he gave to the Air Force to create history like this. He really led from the front. He was involved all the way during this operation, spearheaded it, choreographed it. We call it the new art of war. This BVR fight of a couple of dozens up to 70 from their side, about 40, crossing 100, is the first ever in the history of aviation. It is going to be taught as a textbook case and a study and a reference material in the aerial combat history. I will distill some tactical details for you because they impact on the larger strategy, and run through very quickly so as to bring you all up to speed on what happened and how did it happen. This is the Indian side, this is the Pakistani side. We had some gaps in the north, center, south, and AEW just to support it. And the IF fighters started an initial build-up that was picked up from the north and the center across IB at 0010 hours. And by that time, PAF had initiated its response within 2 minutes. By 0012, our response was activated. The IF started to get their fighters get airborne in large numbers. By the time it has come to 12:30, we were pretty sure that this is going to be the day and the time to knock some sense into these guys once again. So we commenced our multi-domain operations, the pride and joy and the new concept of war that we have. This is the picture that's getting jumbled up. We have huge number of IF fighters that are stacked up in azimuth and in vertical all across, and the PF DCA response is in position. The complete package, when it gets into shape, it is on 4 axes, and we perceive that they will have 4 incisions just to embroil. Up to 60 aircraft, including 14 Rafales, were electronically ID'd by all through our electromagnetic operational environment. We call it the EMO. So by the time they were in air, we had sorted out and contracted all fighters and accounted for. The 60 number, that augmented to 72 through their scrambles that kept on coming just to reinforce and supplement and to saturate the air defense. They thought they could do that for the Pakistani ADG, air defense ground environment. The complete DCA package response by Pakistani side was also there. We had 42 high-tech aircraft on our side, and the strategy was to have force concentration in our selected AOR and fight at our own strength. PF fighters ensured Pakistan's air sovereignty, and because of that, we first rerouted all civilian traffic that was about to go from Lahore, Islamabad, and this area, because we thought that this is going to be the hot plate. So we wanted safety for all the civil airliners. When they had seen this kind of a strong defense on our side, they resorted to launching their air-to-ground weapons while being CIS frontier. And as soon as they had launched the weapons, we could ID that instantly. And the Chief of the Air Staff, as I mentioned, he was in the COC. He has been there for a couple of nights. I have seen him there. So when I said that he spearheaded and he led from the front, he really did that. And he changed the contract. We were given the rules of engagement first to deter. And as soon as this thing happened, we changed our rules of the game in the air from deter to assure kill, deny own loss. PF strategy changed. We had a plan. We thought that Indians, the last time they said that they would have Rafales and they could have created any difference. So we targeted their center of gravity and the Rafales. That's why you see good numbers for that. We would have had more numbers, but we showed restraint. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing about this whole playtime was this thing lasted for more than an hour. With so many large number of aircraft, so many large number of aircraft on both sides, with so many grinds, and the flow of the BVR, the modern warfare has changed so much that the long stick, the employment is if you don't shoot, you get shot. So that is why the art was to employ them optimally, and that was a big challenge for us. That is why I say that it has never happened before. These are the locations with the range bearing, electronic ID that we think that we are sure that we have shot. A MiG-29 was shot 8 miles from LOC, bearing 243, 20 nautical miles from Srinagar. A Su-30 was shot 192, 19 miles, 25 miles from LOC. We have the exact details because you cannot, in the modern battlefield, you cannot conjure up things out of imagination. You have an electronic ID. The aircraft gets picked up by his data link. As soon as you put on your radar, you show yourself, and nobody can hide, nobody can deny that. A Rafale was shot 54 miles from LOC in Srinagar. So you can have all these details. We have exact range bearings because and when you employ your weapon, you know exactly when the missile is getting active, when it is getting and the blip is disappearing, which is verified as you get down for the debrief. So none of the claims have any fat in them. So they are pretty clear, pretty concise, pretty accurate. And I have a audio from a Rafale formation that I will share. The call sign is Godzilla. As soon as those animals are extinct, so this one also got extinct. Please play. So he's asking whereabouts of his formation member. So the formation knows, his leader knows that his number, one of his flight member is not there. They have an RT. This is the original RT that they are exchanging, and they're asking about his position. He's giving his own operations as fine, but he has claims that I've seen an explosion in the air. And I will share this detail. This is a long RT that we have. If we can hear one RT of one formation member, we can hear all of them in panic and in distress. So the idea was to just to prize you guys and to share with you how complicated this was, how this example can be taken not to do when you know that the adversary has the long stick. But I must say that it is not the equipment that matters all the time. It is the training, it is the leadership that gives you the direction and the ownership that it shows. That's what matters. And the training, the operational competence that the whole formation has. And I hope they are slow learners, but I think they can get the drift of not doing it again. Thank you.
So this is the live coverage that their media itself is, because it's very strange that the Indians are saying that we have not lost any aircraft. So if you have seen the evidence, I'll just show you, add up what their own media
was killed. The information minister said about 40 to 50 earlier this week. The defense minister has told us about 25. What is the latest official figure from the army?
So we don't have any confirmed figure on the casualties, because we can give you confirmed that alhamdulillah there have been not till now a single combat casualty of any soldier on the Pakistani side. There are injuries, but not any shahadat on our side. We understand from the observation that we are having of the posts and the military installations that are being targeted, that severe damage has occurred to them. I have shown you some visuals also of that. But we don't have any confirmation on any figure. All these numbers that you are listing, they emerge in the media because of the local environment that is on the Kashmir side, line of control, and this side and that side. So we also hear those because people talk, there are journalists, there are local people reporting. But unlike the Indians, we are always very careful with our facts. So I will not give you anything which I don't have factual substantiation. That so many drones we have shot down. If I say 77, that means 77 drones have been shot down. If we say 5 aircraft have been shot down, that means 5 aircraft have been shot down. We substantiate everything with facts. So we also hear this chatter of numbers. So the chatter is there. It's always there because the people talk. There are dead bodies. There are funerals. There are ambulances moving. There is everything that's going on. But I don't work on assumptions and on chatter. We'll give you the facts when we have the facts.
You said that 77 drones were shot down. Some of them...
I'm sorry to say, I'm saying neutralized, because some have been soft kill, some have been hard kill. We in military use this word shot very conveniently. No, I'm sorry. It is 77 have been neutralized.
Yes, neutralized, and you said some of them in Rawalpindi, right?
Yeah.
So how come they entered Pakistani territory so deeply before they were neutralized?
I am happy that I have an expert on my right side.
Shooting down a UAV, a loitering munition or a killer drone, it has its own dynamics. There is a hard way of killing it, a hard kill and a soft kill. Most preferred is a soft kill. Most preferred because the number, it thrives on its number, and so the most preferred is the soft kill. So then there are opportunities where you get that vulnerability on that bird or the UAV or the loitering munition when you engage it. As soon as the bird is about to hit or is not getting neutralized or handled by a soft kill, you go for a hard kill. So sometimes it travels inside because you know that it is going to a destination or predetermined thing. It can loiter for 8 hours, 6 hours. So that is why that kind of a dosage is given and administered accordingly. So sometimes the birds are shot right there and then because of a soft kill, and if it doesn't work, a hard kill is done.
Juliette Mansour from AFP News Agency. I wanted to know if there have been any direct talk between India and Pakistan yet, and if it's not direct, indirect talk, and if yes, through which country?
So I can confirm you that I heard some news about direct communication between the Indian NSA and Pakistan NSA. No such communication has been made. And as far as indirect, I think you'll get a better answer from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because all this diplomatic initiative is being spearheaded by them.
Xinhua News Agency. According to WAFDA yesterday, that the Neelam hydropower project has been shut down due to the missile attack, as you are also shown some footage. Can you verify the news that it has been shut down, and what is the status right now? So regarding of that, we know that in Pakistan there are still a lot of civil facilities such as the hydropower dam and power plants. Are there any strengthened measures such like anti-missile system taken to prevent such a attack happen again? This is my first question.
Coming to the second part, I'll not go into the specific details, obviously because of operational reasons, that what air defense measures or anti-aircraft measures have been taken around them. But we have a very robust layered tiered air defense system in Pakistan, and so I'll leave it to that. I'll not go into the details that which thing and how it is protected. Of course, the damage that you have seen, and publicly we have released that damage. The concerned authorities have to take the corrective measures, and for which, whatever, if they have to shut it down, it is their prerogative, and the Water and Power Development Authority and their concerned partners who will take those.
We know that in the transcript yesterday released from the Foreign Ministry about